out, drops it going for the switch. I just wanna fire for a miss. Keep your eyes stayed on me for the blessing. Treasure up in the heavens, we snatch it. Look at the change upon my nation. Yeah, look at the change upon my nation. Look at the change upon my nation. Yeah, look at the change upon my nation. All that power in the keys, yeah, I really wanna use that.
The worst. Worst.
Welcome.
Vampire werewolf adaptation I have ever seen in my life.
Are you dropping reaction clips to this? Because I would pay good money to see that. I would pay you right now. Here, let me cash out you real quick.
No, and why they give my man that whole large wig of locks for no reason?
You know what? Forget what we're going to talk about now. We're going to talk about Twilight for a second.
For no reason.
Dude. Okay, Twilight, like, I remember first watching it, and, like, this came out when I was in middle school, I believe. So this is, like, peak. I mean, like, hormonal teenagers are already thirsting over these dudes on social media, in real life. Team Edward or Team Jacob, and like all that stuff. So I lived through the hype of this with teenage girls around me, right? When I was in middle school and high school and all that. And so I was just like, this is kind of like, I don't know what I'm looking at, but I refused to watch it, right? Until college. I didn't watch those movies until college because I was like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't understand the hype. I finally watched it when everything kind of calmed down. And boy, I was just like, this is painfully fun to watch.
Painfully fun to watch?
This is like... Look, I'm not going to lie. I would watch it again.
Brother.
Because it's so funny to me.
I will say that's
the only reason.
I will say that the jump in production is definitely felt from 1 to 2.
Yes.
But it was just like, bro, I just felt like the SpongeBob dude the whole time I'm watching it. Oh, brother, this guy stinks. Like, the whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, this is terrible. This is terrible.
You haven't read the books, have you?
Of course not.
Okay. I read the books. Because I saw the movie, and I was just like, this can't be that bad, right? Like, I mean, like, the source, they must have gone, it's like something wrong must have happened. Something must have happened.
The books?
So I read the books, and it's honestly not as bad as the movies. I'll say that.
Okay.
The books are better.
Okay.
I still kind of question the sanity of Stephenie Meyer when she was writing the books. But it's not bad. I understand, like, it's basically like, like Wattpad stories? Do you know what those are?
What?
Wattpad. Do you know what Wattpad is?
No, what is that?
Wattpad is like a website where people basically write fan fictions.
Oh.
So, like, I personally have not read or gone into Wattpad, but, like, I know, of, like, the content of it, basically.
Yeah.
And this is basically, like, a tame version of that. Like, fantasy stuff.
Gotcha.
And then you take that, and then you make it worse, and you get 50 Shades of Grey. That's that. Because apparently 50 Shades of Grey was influenced by Twilight. And when you know that, that makes a lot more sense.
I guess with the whole dynamic of
yes
of Edward and the girl.
Yeah,
what was
Bella.
her name? Bella. There we go.
Yeah. It's definitely influenced by Twilight. Anyway, sorry, this conversation going somewhere else. But so yeah, honest thoughts. So like, So what is?
Ain't no way I'm living 1,000 lives, living immortally as a vampire, and I'm falling that hard for Bella?
Look, that's all I'm saying. Like, I question Stephenie Meyer's mental stability. No shade though. Hey, girl, you got your money. You live well. You living well still off of the book and film rights. Look, kudos to you, fam. Like I could never, but hey, whatever works for you. But yeah, dude. Like I think you've seen Harry Potter. You said or no?
Yeah. I saw.
Okay, so you saw him in Goblet of Fire, the fourth one. Robert Pattinson.
Goblet of Fire. Pattinson. Yeah. That's when it was in the tournament, right?
Yeah. That's
yeah. But yeah, I haven't watched those movies in a minute. So with Harry Potter, of course, my mama ain't play that. So growing up, I never watched them. So
my parents
it wasn't until I got like older.
Yeah,
I went on random binges of like films and TV shows at random times. Like there was one time on Netflix where they had the whole Power Rangers lineup from Mighty Morphin to whatever was current at the time. Went through all.
Oh, the Forever Red, or no?
No. It literally they had Mighty Morphin, and then they had all the other Power Ranger shows all the way up to whatever year it was, whatever was the current Power Ranger.
Oh wait, like they were playing the shows, like all the episodes.
It was on Netflix.
Oh,
so they had all the episodes.
Yeah. Okay.
And all the seasons and stuff like that. So
gotcha.
I went through all of them.
Yeah.
And then then I remember I went through a blaxploitation phase where it was probably Black History Month, because Netflix will do the Black History Month and put a whole bunch of black stuff on it. And so I was watching Superfly. I was watching a bunch of old school 70s blaxploitation films. Hilarious. But Harry Potter was kind of the same thing for me. Like I started watching it, the first 2-3 movies, I was like, this ain't what everybody, because growing up in the church and stuff like that, they're like, oh, don't watch that Harry Potter witchcraft. So I watched it when I got older.
Yeah.
And I was just like, this ain't even really like that for real. And but I was like, okay, the little kids, they getting older, they experiencing different things. I want to say I probably got invested after like the second film. Probably about around the 6th film, I was just like, I appreciate the story for what it is. I'm kind of tapped out, but I'm gonna finish it because I done watched 6 films. So I'm like, I gotta see it through.
Got to see
how it is.
Yeah.
And that's usually how stuff works for me. Like once I get to the point, like same thing with The Boys. Like I said, I'm kind of tapped out with The Boys. I'm gonna watch the final season because I gotta see how it ends. I done invested 4 seasons worth of watching it. I gotta see how it ends.
That's me in the blacklist.
Yeah. So it's just I actually enjoyed the Blacklist. The Blacklist, I enjoyed that through and through.
But you saw the 7 or 8 movies, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I think. So I think like with the 4th one, first Robert Pattinson showed up there, and then Twilight basically just made him the Twilight guy.
Wait, that was his first movie?
Not his first movie, but I think maybe his first like big movie, maybe.
Oh,
definitely not his first project. I don't think so, anyway. But definitely his like first bigger role that he was a part of. And then after that, he got Twilight, and then now Batman.
He's a good actor, though. I will give him that.
I think he just got typecast. It's like, and I think there's this trope of like, just whenever
he's like the emo guy now.
Yeah, but in like comic book characters in general, right? Like when these characters get casted and they, are announced, like, prime example, right? Heath Ledger, Joker. When he got announced as the Joker, the backlash that man got. And I think us fans have a very bad habit of just judging it before we actually even see a shred of video.
He got backlash for that?
Heath Ledger?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I wasn't tapped in at that time.
I wasn't either, but I know, like, this is, like, afterwards, like, a lot of people were saying, like, people were, like, saying this is, like, one of the worst casting decisions ever made. Like, this is not gonna work, and all these different things.
But he was fresh off Brokeback, wasn't he?
Yeah, so I get, like, because he was, like, the heartthrob image. Like, that's what everyone... I don't blame people, but at the same time, I do, because you're not willing to give a person a chance. You're just gonna rip him into shreds and be like, this is the worst casting ever. Like, give the man a chance. Let Christopher Nolan cook. Let the actors cook. And it's the same thing, happened when when even Jared Leto got casted, I was just like, everyone was like, yo, this is not a good decision. For me, I was just like, let's give this man a chance, right? Like, he has big shoes to fill, and then they promptly kind of ruined it. But at the same time, my point is, give actors a chance to actually put out evidence that they can actually play the character.
I got a hot take. So, I got two hot takes. First hot take. I actually enjoyed Jared Leto's Joker. I wanted to see more of him because I liked the stylistic choices they were going with, like the kind of that futuristic, like punk style. I kind of liked it.
What's it called? Like the retro? No, not retro.
I don't know what it's
cyberpunk,
called stylistically.
not cyberpunk. I don't call it cyberpunk.
But something along that.
But
vein.
like the gangster kind of image. Like, it was different.
I kind of was interested. Like, ooh, I wouldn't mind seeing him in like something that actually had to do with him. Because Suicide Squad had nothing to do with him,
right?
But they used him in the marketing like he was heavily in the film, and he was in there for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
it was like what?
And they screwed that up. Yeah, for sure.
It was dumb, but that's WB for you. But it's just like, because it's like, bro, he has nothing to do with the Suicide Squad story except for trying to get Harley out of jail.
Right.
That's it. But
trying to get Harley back. Yep.
Anytime she's involved with the Suicide Squad, he has nothing to do with it. So it's like, why would you even? I'm not mad at you throwing him in there. Don't throw him in the marketing at all. Let him be a surprise. Like, people act like the audience ain't gonna be surprised or not gonna come see the film if you don't show us every little side cameo. It's like, no, let us be surprised. That's gonna add hype to the film.
That's true. That is true. I agree. You know, recently, what I was watching. Do you know the Rick Ross song that dropped for Suicide Squad? Purple Lamborghini. Have you heard that before?
Mm-mm.
That whole music video, I feel like Jared Leto, I think a lot of people were commenting on the video. Jared Leto was in that music video longer than the actual movie. You should check it out. It's first of all, it's a low-key kind of a banger. Like, looking back at it, I'm just like, yeah, this song hits. But like, Jared Leto actually took time to be in the music video and to like as Joker, like with the full makeup, everything.
That is hilarious.
So yeah, Purple Lamborghini music video. He's in it.
So my second hot take with Jared Leto.
Yeah.
I don't know who that brother agent is. I don't know who that brother's agent is. But when I tell you he got the best agent in the game,
yeah,
he got the best agent in the game because that brother stay with a starring role in something. And I'm like, I don't know if it's the roles or if he's just not a good actor. But it's just like, I don't want to say he's not a good actor, but some of the roles he be taking, maybe it's the script, but it just be like, oh brother, this guy. Like,
I think
it's
it's just the stylistic. I think he can act. I think it's just the wrong stylistic choices, and maybe he might have too much control over the character to where.
But it's like a lot of wrong stylistic choices. We got Morbius, terrible. We got the
Joker,
movie
hit or miss.
I'm not gonna put Morbius all on him, but because that whole movie was bad. The only thing that was good about that movie was the way they showed his abilities. Other than that, it was just like this is terrible. The Joker, I'm not gonna put that on him either. That
hit
was
or miss.
Bad script, bad writing. They shouldn't have. It was a lot of bad things. I didn't really enjoy him in the movie he did with Denzel either. That whole movie was just kind of.
Which one was that?
I can't remember the name of it.
I'll look it up.
It came out, I want to say post-pandemic.
The Little Things.
Yes.
I haven't seen this one.
This. What are we doing? Like, I watched it, but I was just like, this. What am I? Like halfway through the movie, I'm like, what?
Oh man, how do you screw this up? Like Rami Malek and Denzel. Jared Leto. I mean,
I don't know if I can put that on them either. It just, the movie just was. It was one of those movies. It was just like, what are we doing? It just kind of felt aimless watching it. It was just
so
like
the script was not good.
Yeah, so it's just like I can't really put that on. But it's just like when you keep doing this back to back, is it now? Granted, he gonna be in that headlining credit.
Sure.
Jared Leto gonna be in that headline.
But I mean,
credit.
what does that do for his legacy?
That's what I'm saying. It's just like
Yeah.
it's making me as a audience member and as a fan of cinema be like, is it you or is it these projects or is it your agent fault for getting you these projects?
Yeah,
I don't, whose fault is it?
His agent is his best friend and his worst enemy. Boy is like tarnishing his legacy,
Like,
but also getting him leading
sure
roles.
You're working, but these movies gonna be terrible. And it's just like, bro, what's happening?
I'm gonna get you this blockbusters, but dang, they gonna stink.
And I never watched. I still gotta watch it. The joint he did in the future, not Total Recall. The Blade Runner. I haven't seen Blade Runner.
Oh.
That's what it was.
Yeah. No, I think. So, I mean, what was our original thing? I mean, we can kind of transition to this next one, but I was saying like, give actors a chance, though. You know,
For
especially
sure.
with like this whole like Superman thing, right? Like David Cornsweet, like everyone freaking out over his casting. Well, to be honest, his wasn't like the reaction wasn't as inflammatory as like Heath Ledger. Like I won't compare it to that level, but at the same time, people were pissed off about the whole DCU reboot and like you know, whereas all the Snyder fanboys came out.
The way they handled it was trash.
It wasn't.
It was
great.
just like y'all still.
It wasn't great.
Y'all still dropping and promoting movies.
Yeah.
And then tell us that none of this matters because we rebooting it anyway.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so what are we going to see it for?
Yeah.
It's like, what's the point?
I mean, look, dude, they just wrote it off as complete losses on their financial statements and kept it moving. That's it, you know? Like,
For
they're
sure.
basically like, or not financial, I'm sorry, as an accountant. That's my full-time job, y'all. I'm an accountant. Not a financial.
Speaking of
on
the
their
accountant,
returns.
the accountant 2 was actually good.
I have
But
not
that's
watched
neither
it.
here
I
nor
need to watch it. I watched Accountant
You
1.
do.
I need to watch Accountant 2. With
Accountant 2 is good.
Matt Damon's in it, right? Not Matt Damon. Who is it?
No.
Ben Affleck and
Ben Affleck and John Bernthal.
John Bernthal. There you go. Yeah, I need to watch that.
And it's on Prime, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it.
I watched it recently.
Yeah. Well, talking about cinemas, right, and kind of like casting choices, and I guess we kind of talked about Nolan and like the direction he took Dark Knight and all the other movies that he's been putting out, especially with Oppenheimer recently, and like what's the latest movie that he put out? Was it just Oppenheimer?
I think Oppenheimer was the latest movie he put out. He's working on something else now.
Yeah, he's working on something. Yeah.
Yeah, he's working on the Odyssey, if I'm not mistaken.
There you go. That's what I'm thinking about.
Everybody in their mama fit to be in that movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I said,
That's y'all got about star-studded cast.
I said, golly.
Yeah. But that kind of begs the question of like, you know, when we talk about filmmakers, directors in our time, right? Like, we're living in a time where like these big movies are coming out, these blockbusters are coming out, but also like some of these creative movies are also standing out a lot more, right? Like, and
That's
just
true.
a lot, like they're getting a lot more recognition. Where at a certain point, even up to like during pandemic time, like, you know, there was a train of thought saying that like only the blockbusters can keep cinemas alive, you know. But now it's like you're seeing some of these more creative movies kind of taken over, or like being pushed to the forefront a bit more, and like, you know, they're having their time. Somewhat.
Not everything.
Not everything, but they are. And so, kind of what leads to this question is basically like who are our top directors right now? I guess like we were saying top 5 directors, you know, that we could think of. That's kind of I would say top 3 because I think that's a little easier to kind of focus on.
For me, if I'm going OG, I'm gonna get the current in a second. Huh?
Of our time, like the last decade.
Well, let me speak on OG real quick.
Okay.
So I'm gonna get the current, but if I'm thinking OG, I'm thinking Spielberg. I'm thinking Cameron. I'm thinking, even though Cameron and Spielberg, I don't know why I keep saying his name wrong. Spielberg, no S in between that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Spielberg and Cameron are still making movies today, and then I probably go Tarantino just because the other dude, I can't think of his name, but the mob guy. He makes all the mob movies. Scorsese.
Yeah.
He like his mob movies be good. Don't get me wrong, but I would like to see more than just mob movies from him.
Yeah.
You got people like James Cameron. You got people like Spielberg that give you a plethora of ideas. Even Tarantino, low key, gives you a plethora of ideas, even though his movies be a lot weirder. It just Scorsese, he gonna give you that mob film, and it's gonna be good. It might even be long, but it's gonna be a solid mob film.
Yeah.
But if we're talking new school, if we're talking the last decade, I feel like you gotta give it to Ryan Coogler. He gotta be in the conversation. The brother is 5 for 5. Like he has to be in the conversation. Jordan Peele. I feel like he has to be in the conversation. And if I'm going third, just in the last decade, ooh, I guess I would have to go Nolan, but I don't like putting Nolan in their class just because I feel like he started making movies for real like in the early 2000s. So I was like really making big bangers in like the early 2000s.
Which, I mean, it counts for current. Like we said last decade. I mean, that's like 2 decades, I guess. I mean, I guess. Yeah.
But I feel like his catalog, like I feel like if you give them the same time that he's gotten, they would have a bigger banger of a catalog as well, just like his. But I will say, one thing Nolan gonna do is he gonna give you some creativity in his film. Mm-hmm. Like I love that he tells such like fantastical stories. I know fantastical ain't a word, but such like outlandish, big, random stories. You got Tenet, you got Inception, you got of course the whole Batman trilogy. You got Interstellar. Interstellar was a good movie, and I ain't see that till this year. Yeah, it's so many films that Nolan has worked on that you just like, oh, it's a Nolan film, I gotta watch. Like I gotta watch it. Like even with Oppenheimer, that's about building the bomb. It's just like I don't care about that, but I'm gonna eventually watch it because it's Nolan.
It's
like,
Nolan. Yeah, no, I get it, and I think he's earned that, right? I think he's got to the level where it's just like you cannot, like knowingly, like you need to go check out a Nolan movie. You know, when it comes out or like near its release date. Like I think it's just come to that point where, and I think that's why like I put Nolan at number 1. I'm not going to talk about all time or like even the classic directors because I don't have as much experience like watching their movies like Scorsese and all that stuff. So I'm not going to comment on them. I think it like maybe max would be like James Cameron, but even then like my only experience would be Titanic and Avatar. You know, like I haven't really. Yeah, I haven't really gone into James Cameron's movies or like the older movies like that as much.
You should.
So, yeah, I need to. Yeah,
he's got a catalog.
I'm not gonna comment.
You never seen Terminator 2?
Oh wait, Terminator's Cameron?
Terminator 2 is
okay.
Terminator 1 might be too. I'm not sure. But I know for sure Terminator 2 is.
Then okay, we'll put that on the list too. But I mean, you know, again, just about the other directors as well. Don't know enough about them, but. I actually, to be honest, your list was your list in order? Like you said, Nolan would be third.
It's not really in order. It's just those are my 3. Like if I see them on the bill, I'm going to see that film.
That's funny because I mean, like when I was coming up with that list too, it's the same 3 people. You know, so I wish Q was here to give it a little bit of variety because I'm pretty sure. But I mean, honestly, when I was thinking before we started recording, I was like, I think that would be the top 3. Like right now in our time right now. I mean, like for me, it's funny that you brought up like Interstellar, Dark Knight, like all that. Like I mean, obviously monumental movies, but I didn't realize this until like a couple of days ago. I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were talking about the movie The Prestige. Have you watched that?
Yes.
That was one of the first movies I watched when I came to America.
That was Nolan?
That was Nolan. That was one of the first. Oh, wait, or is he the producer? Now I gotta double check. Actually, to be honest, before I don't want to spread misinformation here. No, he's the director. So yeah, that was like one of the first.
That was Bale and Hugh Jackman, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
That movie was one of the first movies that I watched when I came to America.
That movie was
so I
fire.
remember that, and I'm like, so I didn't really realize that it was Nolan until like recently, and I'm like, oh, You know, like that was a crazy movie. And then with Dark Knight, with Interstellar, with Inception, like all like it's like banger after banger after banger.
Facts.
You know, and so like that's why for me like he's number one on that list because I'm like there's no way. I mean like, dude's a genius. Like at this point, it's a genius. But I think I would put Jordan Peele at number 2. I would say like what he's done with the horror and also comedy. I mean like even though that's not his movie stuff, like I just respect him as a comedic guy. And like Key and Peele obviously like I mean shaped a huge part of that. But aside from that directorial part,
I missed the whole Key and Peele run. Like once Chappelle
really?
went to Africa, I just kind of tapped out of Comedy Central. So I never really like locked in on Key and Peele. So the only stuff I have to reference is like clips on the internet from Key and Peele. Like I've never actually seen a full show.
Same, but like at the same time, for me, it's like personally just watching those clips and over again, and just like you can't
Key and
get
Peele are hilarious.
Right? It doesn't get old. You can watch it a bunch of times. You'll know the jokes, and it still hits.
Fact.
And I think that's hard to come by.
Right.
You know, and I hope they do something together soon in the comedy, vein of things. Like I hope that they do. Maybe not a movie, but like I hope they do a special or like they do like a bunch of skits. And I feel like I don't know.
I wouldn't mind them doing a comedy movie, and I also wouldn't mind them doing a horror movie together.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But I don't think
I don't know if Key is like as tapped in with the horror stuff. Is he?
I don't think so. He's more into like the comedic stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't. Has Peele been in front of the camera since he went behind the camera? Because I don't know if I've seen him in much of anything.
Did he do any cameos or anything in his movies? I don't think so.
No. He ain't doing a cameo.
Okay, yeah. So I don't think so. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, just the way that he's like kind of approached the horror and like the horror genre, and also the mental aspect of everything.
Facts.
I think like just playing with your mind. I think that's the scariest part about it all. It doesn't have to rely on jump scares or anything like that. And I think a lot of like horror movie directors are kind of are slowly realizing that. Dude, side note, what's like...
Sorry for the rain, but...
No, you good, no worries. I used to be... I'm not a big horror guy, right? But like, going into a theater to watch a horror movie, you know what the last movie I watched was? The Pope's Exorcist.
Yeah, I don't do those.
Yeah, that was funny to me. That was a funny movie to me. I was just like, this is laughably... There were a couple of times where I had to close my eyes, but...
Sometimes I was scared, but...
a couple of times I was like, oh, this is not... But overall... I was... It was pretty funny. Anyway, side note. But yeah, Jordan Peele...
Bruh, when it comes to like certain like spiritual horror stuff, I'm cool on that. But if it's like a horror, like a teenage slasher, or like anything like gory or bloody or anything like that, I don't care about that.
Have you seen The Shining and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's like
when I shouldn't have.
That can get scary.
But yes.
That's Stanley.
Yeah.
What's his name? Stanley Kubrick. Kubrick. That's how you say it. Stanley Kubrick. He made Eyes Wide Shut as well.
That was the randomest movie I've ever watched in my life.
Really?
I had no idea what was happening the entire time.
I just know like the that clip of like them like wearing like the red hoods and like the Illuminati kind of looking things, Jordan Peele, so number 2 for that, and then number 3 is Ryan Coogler. I would say like I still need to watch. What's the latest movie?
By the way, kids,
I'm
don't
blanking.
Ever watch Eyes Wide Shut. Just throwing it out there. Don't watch that movie.
What's his latest movie? Oh my goodness, I cannot believe I'm blanking. The Michael B. Jordan one, and Haley Steinfeld.
What are you talking about? Oh, Sinners.
Sinners. There you go.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Ryan Coogler. I need to watch that. Whenever it comes out on streaming, I'll watch it. I know I should have gone.
You haven't watched it?
I have not watched it.
Okay, gotcha.
I know that
it should be coming out on streaming soon, though.
There's a lot of hype behind it, and I should have maybe watched it in the theater, but I didn't. But yeah, I mean, Coogler, what he's done, with Black Panther, with obviously Sinners, with the reception that it's been getting. There's another movie that I'm also blanking on.
And that's an original IP. That's what's crazy.
What's that? Fruitvale Station? No, was it?
Fruitvale Station. That was a good movie.
That was a good movie. The things he's done, it is sad. But the things he's done, and like there's just way more for him to do. I mean, sky's the limit.
Yeah, I mean, he's only had that. Sinners is his 5th film.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy
including
run.
2 potentially now the 3rd like Black Panther, so it'll be six movies at that point.
It'll be 6 once Black Panther 3
drops.
But we got Fruitvale Station, Creed 2.
Creed, that's right. Yes. Yeah.
I want to say he only did Creed 2 though. I don't think he did Creed 1. He only did one of them. It was either Creed 1 or Creed 2. Because I know Creed 3, Michael B. Jordan directed.
Creed 3, but I mean, Ryan Coogler still produced it, and he wrote the story. He wrote the story for Creed 3.
But look it up, which one he directed.
I'm pretty sure it was Creed 2. I remember that.
I just want to be right.
Oh no, no. He wrote Creed 2. He didn't. Creed 2 was directed by Stephen Capel Jr.
What about Creed 1?
Let me see.
Is he
Creed 1. Creed 1.
Okay. So we got Fruitvale Station, we got Creed, we got Black Panther 1 and 2, and now we got Sinners, an original IP that went crazy.
Yeah, and the stories that he's written too. I mean, So those top 3 directors for me, I would say. I think we'll have to get cues when he comes back, and have him add his obviously very wrong list.
I don't know if his is going to be any different. It might though, because I don't know if he watches Jordan Peele films.
Maybe.
Because he don't really be in the horror like that at all.
Yeah.
But that's.
I mean, that's we got our, directors on deck, and I think I think no one can really top Nolan right now. No one's really coming for that number 1 spot.
Yeah, I
don't
mean
know.
that catalog is extensive. I don't. He's made a lot of dope, unique, creative IPs. Like you got Interstellar. That movie was beautiful. It was a good movie. Tenet, even though it splits the fandom, like some people love it, some people hate it. I love it.
Yeah.
Inception, crazy. Oppenheimer, I ain't seen it yet. But and then like you said, The Prestige. I forgot about that film. That film was fire. The Prestige was crazy.
Yeah. Prestigious things that Now You See Me 1 and 2 hope to be like.
Now You See Me 1 and 2. I watched Now You See Me 1 with my kids earlier this week. We about to watch Now You See Me 2 tonight.
Did you like it? Oh, wait, have you watched it before or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
I watched it before, but it's been a minute. I don't usually rewatch films unless they're comedies.
Yeah. This was it's a fun watch.
For sure. The first one was, first of all, I'm a sucker for heist shows, heist films.
Yeah.
So give me a good heist, and then you're gonna throw magic in there, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
I was locked in.
It's fun.
I was locked in.
That's fun.
I was locked in for that joint. So Now You See Me. My kids enjoyed it. We're gonna watch Now You See Me 2 tonight. I don't remember Now You See Me 2 like that, so I'm interested to see it.
Now You See Me 2 is the one with
definitely be seeing it in theaters.
Now You See Me 2 is the one with Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh. The only thing I remember about Now You See Me 2 is the throwing the card scene, where they were like passing the card around the room with nobody seeing it. That's the only thing I remember about it.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, that's another episode of Those Indie Geeks. Welcome, guys, again to Season 2. We can't wait to take you guys on a journey with us, and you can expect, I hope Q will be back for the next episode. Again, he's a rock star. A Marionette is back, and so he's, killing it with them. And, we also got our own music stuff, too, that we're keeping up with.
Do you have anything lined up yet?
I don't have anything lined up in terms of music releases right now. I'm just kind of taking a break mentally, But I do have a bunch of shows this summer, you know. So I mean, like starting in July anyway.
You're the
it's gonna be
star. Q's the rock star.
Whatever you say.
I'm just a poor black man trying to make it out of
Shut up. But you know, we got our own music, so be sure to check it out. All the links will be down in the description below. JusRzd, take us out, man.
So that has been another episode of Those Indie Geeks. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment who, if any, y'all have taken Nolan's spot on your top 3 directors.
That'd be cool to see.
I'm up for the debate.
That'd be cool to see.
I don't know who you can throw up there that's still currently dropping.
Yeah,
that just started within the last 2 decades. Because of course the Spielbergs and all that stuff, but that's cheating. They go all the way back to the 80s. So you can't pull that far back. That's
be hard pressed to
That's
find
way too much of a catalog.
Yeah. Yeah.
But don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that way you can be notified anytime we drop a new video on the channel, which is every Monday. Now that we're back for season 2. Stay tapped in, stay locked in, and we out.
Peace.
Peace.